Hey, it's Barb, and I'm in the pasture today in front of the mushroom tree because it's really wet in the arena. And here's why. It snowed in Texas over the weekend. Now, in the past few videos, we've been talking about you designing your story for 2021 in a thoughtful and methodical way. And I use this tree to symbolize and talk about some of the main pieces of writing to consider developing. Your personal strength, your technical skills, and in the last video, we talked about connection. Now, last week, we talked about what connection is, that awesome communication with your horse. Now, in this video, I want to share a really simple process that I think you'll enjoy and a simple exercise to go with it to help you develop connection with your horse. Okay. So here's the process that I see that's involved in our ability to connect with our horses and our horses' ability to really trust and connect with us. And the first is awareness of ourselves. And by that, I mean if we're relaxed, if we're calm, we want our bodies to have just the right amount of muscle tension, not too relaxed, but not tense. And then the next thing is the awareness of our horses. And the third thing then is this flow of communication. But you really have to have the first two pieces before you can have flow of communication, because the connection requires our ability to be aware of our horse. So those are the three pieces. So here's the exercise. The first is, I love to do what I'm about to tell you before I get on, or, just standing still after I get on. Both of those times are really good. And the other time is just as you're riding around, and you can't really see a lot as I do this, but it's breathing into your body and feeling extra tension. Extra shoulder tension, and sometimes I feel my thighs will be tight, or maybe my arms or my shoulders or my neck. And just taking the time to, first of all, breathe into your core. And I like to exhale down into my horse. And just take a moment. And if you have time, after you get on and let your horse stand, so your horse, doesn't walk off and is, again, connected to what you're doing. Just take a breath and feel your body. It doesn't have to be perfect, but you can do it throughout your ride. So that's number one. Because without that awareness of yourself, we get tight, we get distracted, our vision gets narrow, our breathing gets shallow. So that's number one, and it needs to be sustained throughout your ride. The second, and this is the cool thing about what I'm going to share with you today, and again, you won't be able to see it very well, but is your awareness of particularly your core and your legs, and feel in your seat, and as your horse goes around, feel your seat bones. Feel your horse move your seat bones, and feel your horse move your legs. And let your legs be not too rigid, but feel your horse's rib cage. I'm not talking about gripping. I'm just talking about bring your consciousness into this part of your body, because that's where balance happens. That's where we can feel the tiniest little micro movements, like a swell in a rib cage, or I'm talking, so I'm not really paying attention. But when Nick wants to drift off towards the barn that way, just those tiny, tiny movements so that I could bring my leg next to him. And then when he responds, then I release my leg. And then, of course, your entire ride is made up of you maintaining that softness within yourself and in your body first, and then feeling your horse. And then doing that communication back and forth and applying a cue, releasing, being loose. So that's a little exercise I have for you. It wasn't a lot of visual, but there was a lot that I could feel going on within me and next to Nick. And this is something that you can just do. Just do it walking, or do it first. The part about you, do that first before you ever get on. And then do the seat bones and soften your legs and feel here. Just allow that to just become really tuned into your horse. So that's it for this video. I just took a little sidebar away from our trail to 2021. I'm going to return back there and talk about strength within. I'll do that next week. But I just wanted to give you that exercise because I really love that. And I think it makes such a difference. Leave a comment for me.